Alright, hello everyone, my name is Shep, welcome back to the Butcher's Circus. Today we're gonna be playing against 811 and wow, this cannot be made up. So, just a few minutes ago actually, I asked over in the Discord server, what is the bot's beginner team? You know, the bot's team that you actually play against in practice. Because if you queue into a match, but then for some reason there's a connection failure, you might run into a bot playing this exact stress team with a Hellion and a Musketeer. We are running quite different trinkets because I don't think either of us knew exactly which trinkets we were supposed to run, because it's so rare getting to fight this bot nowadays, because for some bizarre reason, if you play against a practice bot, like you go into, before going into an actual match, you play against a practice bot, you can only go against mark teams. But the only way you can actually play against this bot is if you play a real match, you try to play against humans, but then there's a connection failure and you're matched against a bot. So it feels very, very weird. But yeah, that's the way that we've actually managed to figure out that team. I do remember it was something like this, and I asked, and 811 was the person that actually answered, oh, I remember it being something with Doggy and Men-at-Arms as well as Musketeer and Hellion. And I was like, oh well, in that case, then I'll give it a try. And here we are, it's gonna be a mirror matchup, but I think we're taking very different approaches to it. So I have more of a debuff approach, while he has more of a stress team kind of approach to it. So he's having the Hellion with the Bone Vest and the Hammock, so this is something that you kind of see Hellion players do with the Terrifying Yop. It's rare because you don't really see Hellion players in the first place, but when you do, this is usually what they're bringing. So they have a really decent amount of prot, and they also have Crushed Hammock, which for some reason synergizes with Yop, for some very bizarre reason. We have a kind of a supportive Musketeer with that Tincture of Yoda and then the Snuff, kind of prepared to deal against smart teams. Though thankfully that's not what we're playing today, but wow. Okay, that is really unlucky. I have 2 accuracy trinkets on this doggy. I have the Monkey Spawn, the Attack Whistle, just so I don't have to command round 1. And even then I still managed to miss everything. That was like a 70, a 70, a 30 and a 70. I have no idea how that happened, but such is the way of the Butcher's Circus. So this is already not going all that well for us, but I feel like we should be fine here. After we start using commands, we should still have an okay hit chance. Though, is it really that okay? Thing is, neither of us can clear those accuracy debuffs, but yeah, this is gonna be wild here if you ask me. Okay, let's go for the smoke screen. Unfortunately, a miss. I do have double accuracy trinkets on this Musketeer, so I should be hitting pretty hard. Or, I mean, pretty reliably, I'd say. And that Musketeer has no accuracy right now. So yeah, there's 2 accuracy debuffs, and there's also Snuff, so I'm actually surprised he even hit my Musketeer. Didn't apply the debuff on the doggy, thankfully for us. I'm gonna go for the Yop first, and then I'm gonna go for a command. Oh, that doggy just keeps dodging. How do you even dodge this? I have 130 base accuracy. That is so unlucky for me. Yeah, that is really unlucky, but what is this team supposed to accomplish? What did the smart minds at Red Hook decide to develop when they thought, well, how do we make the bots not suck as hard? Well, let's make a team that's very, very straightforward. So all the characters can pretty much only use one ability. Men-at-Arms goes with these 3, you know, just command and then just spam Bellow. He's the Bellow bot, right? The Hellion just spams Yop all match. Like, she's probably the most brain-dead character here. All her other moves are subpar. The only thing she can use is Yop. That's kind of how she works. The doggy is supposed to spam Hansari, but he can use the other moves occasionally. And the Musketeer is also just supposed to spam Smokescreen, so... technically, if you set up a bot to do these exact abilities and maybe react to, like, you know, a character being marked, you guard him, or a character being at test store and you just heal them, maybe you can kind of make a bot that's actually reasonably decent. That, as weird as that sounds. Okay, I have a lot of minus accuracy. Do I just go for another command? Yeah, let's do it. Just go for another command. I'm gonna have to say, things aren't turning out to be very good for us. I mean, this team has absolute no kind of counterplay to it, or like, I mean, no, it has a lot of counterplay to it, but it doesn't have a lot of very good play to actually using it, because, well, you have a Hellion in position 1, you don't have like an Abomination for this team, you don't have like a Flagellant, so you're really suffering if you can't Look at that. Minus 60 accuracy, minus 60 crit. But yeah, you're really suffering if you can't disrupt the enemy team, because, I mean, there's just zero disruption. I don't have transformation with the slam with the abomination. I don't have a flagellum to just be an absolute force of nature with the gauntlet of absolution. And this team just kind of has a hard time against everything, I'm gonna have to say. But we should still kind of reasonably be decent against other teams. Playing against itself, well, it's kind of a weird matchup. Maybe I should go for a card with my doggy. Maybe that is an idea, but I'm not too sure if I want to go for that. I'm gonna have to think about it a little bit. Let's drop another Yelp here. We have 2 accuracy buffs. Yeah, this should be able to hit now. 155 accuracy, that's more than Finale. That's insane. So yeah, the only thing this should do relatively well against is like damage teams that just kind of forget to clear the debuffs. Because, well, that's a lot of debuffs being applied, and also some stress as well. But the stress output is kind of minimal the way I have it set up. Maybe I should improve the stress output. So since there's a bolster, my stress has just kind of gone down the drain, honestly. And of course my doggy has 0 crit chance, so don't expect any crits to come in handy right now. I have also used bolster, but it's not helping me as much as it's helping them. That's a lot of minus accuracy. That's a lot of minus accuracy. It still hits 2 characters? No, 3 characters somehow. Jeez, it's RNG. This RNG is insane. So yeah, every move is kind of determined by RNG playing a team like this, which is something I definitely don't enjoy, but I'm just gonna have to deal with it, I guess. Let's drop another smoke screen. Yeah, there we go. The hit chances are very nice, and the debuff chances are pretty much confirmed. With Eerie Eye and the Buckshot cartridge, this pretty much means that you're applying that minus 20 accuracy, minus 20 crit every single round. So yeah, this could be worse, but this also could be a lot better. It's just that this team doesn't have anything special to it. It's just spamming the same abilities over and over, and it doesn't feel all that good to play with, because, I mean, I'm spamming a lot of debuffs, but debuffs isn't how you win a match. You win a match through getting your win condition, and your win condition with this team is like stress and DOT, kind of, with the doggy, I guess. It is kind of DOT. It's weird, that's what it is. But yeah, we are applying some actually decent stress on that man-at-arms, so that's not too shabby. And the Musketeer has taken a lot of DOT actually from my doggy, though my Hellion is much more, is now actually afflicted compared to his Hellion. Yeah, his Hellion's just chilling. Okay, we go masochistic here, so there goes our dodge. I don't feel like it would be that important anyway. We can't even debuff that Hellion. And the man-at-arms goes abusive. That could be pretty bad, actually. That could be pretty darn bad. I think I still have 100% hit chance, so I'm just gonna go for the Yelp first anyway. A little bit of stress, not too bad. I don't have any extra stress health trinkets, so that's actually not gonna affect the act-outs that I do. So I am not overly concerned about this. And in terms of what's actually going on in the match, what do I think I'm actually gonna be able to do here? Yeah, this team just feels so weird to play, honestly. It feels really weird. I am totally out of my comfort zone here. Totally. I feel like I need to give it some really big stress output. Yeah, there we go. Oh, stun resistance, actually. The Hellion coming in clutch with a pretty decent base stun resistance actually resists that stun. I'm quite happy that's what happened, actually. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. I have to go for a bellow here just so I get that man-at-arms afflicted and I get some potential afflictions coming through if I actually want to win this. He goes abusive as well, so he might also be going for those stuns. I can only hope this is how the match turns out. I can only hope that. And yeah, that Houndmaster is almost afflicted. Hopefully if he goes masochistic, his dodge will be gone out of the window. But I just can't get over how brain dead this team is, honestly. And the thing is, it's kind of menacing because it just applies all these debuffs. But yeah, it feels a bit like a resident sleeper to play with. I just click the same buttons over and over again, and sometimes I win, sometimes I don't. I feel like it's that kind of mentality here. I'm gonna go for the Hound's Harry first. Let's see if it hits. Fortunately, we hit everyone this time, and we might actually be on the path to victory here because we're applying way more DOT than he is. And we don't have Tincture of Iodine, I think. Yeah, we don't. So in terms of healing skills, we're not as good as he is, but Tincture of Iodine still only heals bites, it doesn't heal The bleeds. Oh, but this Hellion. Oh, my Hellion's in pain right now. And my Hellion is in absolute pain. It should still be okay. She's still gonna survive for quite a while. Even if she drops down to 0, I can go for a adrenaline rush. But then after an adrenaline rush, I guess there's gonna be a Wicked Hack or something like that, but that's pretty much gonna remove his turn and I remove my turn. But then I get the damage buff, so I don't know. This should be relatively okay for us here. I feel like if I had to bet on who's winning right now, I would actually say me, especially because of that stun. I would actually say me. The thing is, my doggy is still kind of chilling at 13 HP while his doggy is ticking down to 0. So this is looking actually okay for us. Musketeer goes abusive, which could actually be good here if I'm able to do enough damage to that enemy Musketeer. If I can roll for 3, this could be nice. Yeah, we do roll for 3 actually, that's really good. Because now she takes enough DOT to drop down to 0, which is just wonderful. And the doggy is almost dropping down to 0 as well. So maybe this is turning out to be pretty alright. But yeah, my Hellion is 100% suffering here, and so is my Man-at-Arms actually. That's... oh my god, no. Oh, we resist, thankfully. It's because we're not afflicted yet, so we do have that 40% base. These Men-at-Arms are just trying to stun. This is wild. Yeah, the Men-at-Arms are trying to bring the stuns back into the Witcher Circus. 2 people just playing stress teams and there's no stuns. And the Men-at-Arms just don't like that. They want stuns, you know? And they're trying to go for them, but it's not really working out that well. I mean, his Man-at-Arms got a stun on the doggy, which is really darn good. And that Musketeer is at 0 HP, and he's thinking whether he should go aggressive or if he shouldn't. And he's actually going to go Smokescreen. Surprisingly, in fact, I didn't think that would be his play, honestly. With all the minus accuracy that he has right now. I am definitely going to go for the death blow here. Abusive doesn't have a chance of passing, which is nice, and we're going to do this. That's also going to be a lot of stress applied on the doggy. So my backline is suffering a lot, but his backline is also suffering a lot. No, I mean my front line is suffering while his backline is suffering. And who do I think wins if it goes down to backline versus front line? I think if it's Hellion against both of these, this might actually be pretty bad, because she can hit both of them at the same time pretty hard. But I still feel like I'm winning here, because I've just been able to output way more DOT. Okay, Fearful, a little bit of stress, okay, that's kind of helping, but not that much. Heals for 11, wow, that's a big heal, jeez, was that a max roll? Yeah, that was a big heal. No, it can heal for like 10 to 12, right? Yeah, I think Trivialine makes the heals actually pretty decent. My hit chance is still nice, so I'm gonna go for the Hound's Area here, hopefully get a kill. Hey, that's the kill, okay. We managed to get the first kill, come on, extra stress on top. No extra stress from the Musketeer dying, that's pretty unfortunate. But this is still decent, because the Houndmaster is now still bleeding down to 0 after 2 turns. So I'm honestly gonna have to say that this is kind of chill here, but it could still go both ways, because my Hellion is dropping to 0 right now at this very moment. I have minus 25 accuracy on this Man-at-Arms. I still feel like I have to Bellow here. Yeah, I feel like I have to Bellow here, because I need to get this Affliction. Okay, we managed to hit that Hellion, thankfully, and we are gonna get her afflicted like that. Maybe go something that has a pass chance? Irrational. Oh, Irrational is pretty bad. Irrational is pretty bad. If any of you watched the video, like 2 videos ago, with the Jester going Irrational, yeah, that was the act out finale on the corpse, so Irrational can do just about anything, so as J-Man says, oh no, that's the worst. Yeah, J-Man, my brother, I do have to play a best of 5 against him, so that might be what's coming up next. I'm not too sure yet. Okay, I am at 0 HP. Is a Yob really worth it here? Well, yes, but actually no. Does this clear debuffs? Oh, it does actually. It does clear debuffs. Okay, that's not too bad then. I wish Adrenaline Rush was a better move, because it really isn't that good. Because the Hellion's only viable option, like really viable option, is going Yop spam. And even then it's not that good, but it's relatively decent. It's decent enough that I would play it semi-competitively. But Adrenaline Rush just doesn't really help with that all that much. It's kind of a sustained move with that cure bleed and cure debuffs and the heal. But the buffs don't really help her. If it gave her like plus stress dealt or something, and if it maybe gave her like stun resistance, then it could be really useful. This Man-at-Arms is pretty much dead, actually. I'm gonna force him to to drop him down to 0 from a heart attack, maybe. I feel like that's going to be my play here. In terms of plays, yeah, this isn't looking too good. Let's drop another Houndsary. Wow, we actually got a crit, finally. Wait, I think this was the first crit of the match. Actually, first crit of the match by round 7. That is insane. Okay, we do manage to get the first crit of the match. I mean, it's very difficult to get crits because the front lines are spamming Yawp and Bellow, and those abilities on crit. And the backlines were just spamming Smokescreen, and that minus 20 crit percent chance is just crippling. It makes your crit go down to literally 0. I wonder if he actually goes for a Wicked Hack here, or if he goes for a self-heal. He's looking at my characters, but now he decides to go for the Adrenaline Rush. Yeah, he's pretty smart. Going for a Yawp would only make me have 2 heart attacks and go down to 0, but be honestly, like, not that concerned here. Since he doesn't do something like that, I am gonna... What am I gonna go for? Actually, I probably do enough damage here. I probably do enough damage, right? Ooh, that's scary. Okay, I could go for a heal, or I could go for a Smokescreen. Smokescreen is gonna do an okay-ish amount of stress. I can't crit though. Should I go for a heal instead? I don't heal the Blight, but I get to keep the Man-at-Arms alive, so I'm gonna go for it. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep the Man-at-Arms alive for a little bit, because just hitting that doggy with the Smokescreen won't be the kill immediately, and I kind of need a kill if I want to justify just sacrificing one of my characters here. And yeah, I feel like a Yawp actually does enough stress, so that could be handy for us. Was that a miss? Yeah, it was a miss. Oh, but it does enough stress anyway, because the act out. No, the Hellions dead. Oh, that is terrible. Okay, the Hellion is dead because of the bleed and the stress that's been applied. Well, what can you do? I still have a lot of minus accuracy, but my hit chances are reasonable here. Do I go for it? Or do I drop another command? It's questionable, really. It's very questionable, but I'm gonna drop a command. Ah, she says no. Well, it's okay, she's dead anyway. Unless he goes for Houndsary now and doesn't do 2 damage, the Hellion is just dead. Because she's gonna drop down to 0 and she's gonna take stress. Oh, does he go Houndsary? Please don't do 2 damage. Okay, oh, it was a dodge anyway. Come on, act out, do stress. No, not stress on the other characters. Okay, I didn't know that the Hellion's dead. She doesn't have a way of surviving anymore. We do go irrational here, so that's the worst we could have called, and I think the Man-at-Arms is dead anyway. No, he's alive. He lives. He lives for a little while longer. And wait, no, he goes first. Actually, no, the Man-at-Arms is dead. He's just gonna use anything really, and long live the Man-at-Arms. Not really. Yeah, he's gonna die now. Please dodge with 0 dodge. I don't think so. So yeah, how's this match turn out for you, Shep? Well, not too great if you ask me, not too great. Musketeer is almost dead as well. The doggy is the only one that's kind of okay here. Oh, his way back to position 4 and maybe crits. Oh, 25 death blow though. That is pretty pog if you ask me. That is actually pretty pog. Okay, that's gonna be a heart attack as well. I can actually go Bola here. I'm still alive. Barely. I'm gonna go Bola at this point, I think. Hellion's going insane. Moves back to position 2, which actually allows him to go breakthrough if he wants, and he is gonna go breakthrough. Actually, that crit might kill me. Oh, not quite, but almost. Not quite, but almost a kill. I feel like that's a hit mark. The mark doesn't matter, honestly. Buckshot has really good hit chances, right? Healing myself is an idea. Though I feel like what I'm gonna go for here is just a buckshot. No crits, unfortunately, even with my very high crit chance. But yeah, then I'm just gonna do a Houndsary, and I think the Houndsary should be enough to get the kills here. Hopefully the Man-at-Arms misses, you know, does he have a miss chance actually? Yeah, kind of. That's a little bit of stress, that's nothing major, honestly. And the Musketeer, does she get hit? She does, okay, so she's gone. She's gone here, and now I can go for the Houndsary against 2 characters. And look at those hit chances. Oh, the Deathless. Come on, I need to get the Deathless. Okay, one more Houndsary and the Man-at-Arms is dropping, right? He's having a heart attack, I think. I think I do enough stress. I don't have any stress trinkets on this doggy. I have the double accuracy. He's really gonna go Adrenaline Rush. I don't feel like that's gonna save him, honestly. I feel like Adrenaline Rush really isn't a play for him. And even though this is a 1v2, I feel like I'm in the winning position here. So this is why Adrenaline Rush is absolute garbage. is absolute garbo. So even though he just used Adrenaline Rush and cured the bleeds, he's back at the store. Good cure bleeds, bro. Very good. And yeah, Adrenaline Rush is just totally useless. I guess it's gonna help him with the breakthrough now if he wants to go for it. But unless I get an act out pass or something, oh my god, it's gonna actually be pretty close. Wait! Killing the corpse actually healed stress, so I probably don't do enough anymore. Oh, that is dangerous. That is very dangerous. Yeah, I don't do enough stress anymore. Not unless I get a crit. Okay, he might actually go Wicked Hack if I don't do that then. I could go Lick Wounds here and hope for an Irrational. You know what? I am gonna go Lick Wounds just so I get this regen and this heal. As weird as this sounds, because of Wicked Hack, he actually has a pretty okay chance of just winning the match. Okay, please do a stupid act out. No, that's not too stupid, honestly. Now that is gonna reduce my accuracy, so I might actually miss now. And yeah, there is the OT coming into play. But come on, Hansari, you have to hit 78. We get a crit, and that's gonna be GG. Okay, so this was unreasonably close. GG 8-11. That was actually insane. I can't believe it turned out to be that close. So I hope y'all enjoy that match. And let's play the second bot team and see how that goes. Now we're gonna play the Mark team, which is technically has more like advanced play to it, but it really isn't a good Mark team. But let's see how it works. Alright, and here we go, on to match number 2. This time we're playing the bot's Mark team. So 8-11 did say that he was going to play the same team or the team that I'm playing, but it was a little too late on the trigger and he had already pressed play. So unfortunately, I'm not gonna play bot versus bot, which would have been very fun. But we are gonna test just how good this team is against something essentially a little bit more competitive. Though I'm gonna have to kind of look at the triggers that he's using and you know, kind of question them a little bit, because Abomination with Carnival Mask and Grave Robber with no Monkey Paw is very suspicious to look at. But I guess that's just how it's gonna have to be. And the thing is, we have a lot of options here. There is definitely a lot of options in play with this team, because I do have quite a good setup. I'm actually quite surprised at how good of a setup I've been able to achieve, because it is very aggressive in its setup, and unlike the other bot team, it actually has a lot of options on what to do. So I have a Bounty Hunter here, which is obviously going to be the finishing character, but also has the Mark, the Uppercut, which could be very useful at grappling mids, and the Come Hither. That's going to be a defender, but that isn't going to save him. But yeah, there is gonna be a defender coming down, but then we have a Musketeer, which is kind of an Arbalist, but with Iron Sights and Mini 8 Ball, and obviously if you have these two characters in a team, you're already doing pretty well. And the Houndmaster is here to mark, and his mark reduces prot by 30% with a 120% debuff base, which is just amazing, which means that you're pretty much always gonna get it, because heavy prot characters don't have any debuff res. So yeah, that is really darn good for us. Right now I'm gonna drop a Vendetta first, because I don't feel like I can get a kill with the Harryman, but this is still okay. We did not manage to go first, which is really annoying, but it's just something that we're gonna have to deal with. So the Grave Robber's dodge is pretty much gone. Well, that's actually gonna be Rhinoceros crit. Ouch, that does hurt. That does very much hurt. I could just go for the sniper shot, for the aimed shot first, but it's not really gonna achieve me any kind of killing blow. So instead of doing that, I'm actually just gonna go for something else. I'm probably just gonna pull this Grave Robber. I'm gonna make her use Shadow Fade, and just get those out of the way a little bit earlier, I guess. And if she doesn't use Shadow Fade, I'm just gonna shoot her instead. But no, she does use Shadow Fade. So the only thing that's, I mean, the few only things that are kind of bad about this team is that I do have a way of dealing with guards, which is, you know, the Iron Sights. But I don't have a way of actually breaking those guards because I don't have a stun in this team. But yeah, we're gonna hit, and oh, that Abomination. Yeah, that Abomination is gonna be pretty much alive for quite a while. So I'm gonna have to say this is not a very good start. So this is kind of the problem. If you don't have like a Crusader to break the guards or an Abomination to break those guards, even with the Iron Sights, I'm still gonna have a pretty rough time, because my team is very aggressive, so I cannot win by getting a kill by like round 5. At that point, my characters are gonna be dropping down to 0 from his offensive actions and also getting afflicted. Ow, that hurts. Ow, that hurts a lot. Okay, that does hurt a lot. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this Iron Man is already feeling absolutely terrible here. But let's drop this Duelist Advance. 16 damage, very good hit, but is it going to be enough to save us? That is the question. Is it going to be enough to save us? Probably not, I'm going to have to say. That's going to be a Bellow, might get us afflicted. We do get a dodge, thankfully. Oh no, we don't. We actually get a dodge with the Houndmaster instead. The Houndman does not dodge that, and he goes Selfish, which is already minus damage if I am correct, right? Yeah, it's minus 10% damage. So not too handy for us, but yeah, we also don't have a Jester to get accuracy buffs or just deal with that Flagellant threat. But not all is lost here, I'm gonna have to say. We also can't clear debuffs because the Musketeer doesn't have a way of clearing them, so because of those bellows, we're gonna have a pretty hard time. But I'm thinking, I'm thinking I have to drop an aimed shot here, hopefully get a crit this time, or just a big damage roll. We do get a big damage roll, but no crits, which is really sad. I kind of wish I was getting crits with this Musketeer, so I would get the buff for plus damage versus marked characters, because that would be very, very handy here, but unfortunately that's just not what's happening. I don't have Hound's Airy, I have Hound's Rush instead, which is, in hindsight, a pretty big mistake. I feel like maybe this Iron Man just having a monkey spot and the doggy could have the finisher instead of this Gladiator Helm, and instead of Hound's Rush you could have Hound's Airy. That probably would have been a better play, but what can you do? Even if I knock this Flagellant back, I mean, is that my only play? I could also go for a mark on the Man-at-Arms right now, or actually I could go aggressive here. Okay, let's go aggressive. Let's pull this Grave Robber, and let's hit her with the Hound's Rush, and then maybe just get a kill by the start of next round. Something like that. I have to make something work here, because that Abomination is just going to stay alive. I kind of don't have a way of dealing with him. And there's going to be Rain of Sorrows coming down, another one. Does get both bleeds, sadly for us. But now we can drop a Hound's Rush. It doesn't even have a confirmed chance of hitting, but it hits for just enough. Okay, that's really good to look at. So yeah, the Grave Robber losing all her dodge was pretty darn nice, even though she got a crit. And yeah, this is actually not looking too terrible. He can actually just click the Flagellant and go for Redeem Heal, but I don't feel like he's gonna go for something like that. I feel like he's just gonna go click and maybe Shadow Fade, but then I kind of have a ranging shot and then I have the finishing characters to deal with that. But he might just heal after I do something like that. Yeah, I feel like that's what he's gonna go for. I have a feeling that's what he's gonna go for. I'm still gonna go forward with my plan anyway, because I feel like it's still pretty decent. It's also anti-stress, which is nice. Please remove stress. Okay, there we go. That's decent stress removal. That's 48 stress gone. Kinda nice having this ranging shot. And now the Grave Robber is in danger, but the Flagellant is able to heal it to redeem. But I could still be able to kill her. I could still be able to kill her, actually. I'm just gonna have to get a little lucky. So she's not gonna heal for very much unless there's a crit. It's only a heal for 18, only. And I should actually be able to hit with this doggy right now. So I have plus 100% damage versus mark, then I have plus 18 accuracy between the monkey's paw and the ranging shot. I just have to roll for enough, and we do roll for enough actually. This Houndmaster is not letting me down with those damage rolls. And now we're actually very likely to kill that Grave Robber between a come hither and a potential Wicked Slice or another Duelist Advance. I'm actually very likely to just kill her, though he might change the guard here, but if he changes the guard he puts the Abomination at risk. So yeah, let's see what he does here. Actually, we've been able to fish out that Grave Robber, which is really darn nice. I just don't know how I'm gonna deal with this Man-at-Arms other than maybe Open Vein, and I also don't know how I'm gonna deal with this Flagellant. I really don't know how I'm gonna deal with that Flagellant, honestly. We do go for the kill here, right? Yeah, we do go for the kill. Let's drop this come hither, 50-50, no kill, sadly. I would have loved for that to have been a kill. I wouldn't need to do something else. And he might actually be able to save the Grave Robber now. Yeah, he might actually be able to save the Grave Robber. If he transforms and goes for a slam on the Bounty Hunter, this could be really nasty for me. Yeah, this could be really nasty. Because the Bounty Hunter goes position 3, and in position 1, all that I can use is Wicked Slice and Open Vein. I feel like he's gonna go for something like that, but even after he does that, I'm still gonna plant a Wicked Slice straight on that Abomination, so this should still be decent, and I might just resist, which is awesome. But I am gonna be forced to go Duelist Advance if I do want to get that kill. I could also just go Wicked Slice, but it might not even do enough damage. Jeez, Bellow. That's going to be a 65. Fortunately, we do get that death blow. This is the Harman is kind of like the finisher support right here, with the Wicked Slice and the finisher. So this is reasonably okay-ish. I wonder if he's gonna go de-transform Bile or if he's gonna go de-transform heal. He's gonna go for the Bile actually. Well, whatever I do, he's probably gonna guard. And how do I deal with the guard? Good question. Good question. How do I deal with this stupid guard? I kind of have a hard time dealing with the guard, if I'm gonna be honest with you. I am gonna push that Flagellant away, so I can pretty much push him forever, as long as he doesn't get the 15% resistance. So that is really nice, having a Bounty Hunter here with the uppercut and grappling mitts. But I kind of don't know what this Man-at-Arms wants to do. Honestly, a really big mistake for him would be not guarding right now, because Doggy might actually do enough damage on that A-bomb. Yeah, the Doggy might actually do enough damage, so he is gonna guard here. He is gonna guard. He's pretty smart. If he moves forward, I can still shoot through the guard, but then I can't kill it, which is sad. Okay. Okay, what do we do at this point? I wish I had the guard with the Musketeer so I could actually guard that fledge. I mean, mark that fledge. But what I am gonna go for here is actually something a little different. I'm gonna mark this Man-at-Arms. I'm gonna reduce his prot significantly, and then the Musketeer is gonna shoot him. There's 2 damage debuffs on me though. That's bad. Yeah, but I'm gonna be able to act last and then just shoot him, so this should be relatively okay. I wonder if I move back, actually. If I move back or if I just keep going aggressive with what I'm doing right now. What does that do? Oh, that's the wrong move. You had to go open vein for the bleed. Oh, hi, man. Almost a good play by him, honestly. Almost a good play. That is actually gonna drop the Abomination, then I might get a kill next round. Do I go for that? That's only a 55% chance of getting the kill on this A-bomb. I feel like I need to hit this Man-at-Arms. Yes! There we go. Okay. Now, the most important thing that we have to do right now is not give the Flagellant his heal. Because if he gets his heal, he's able to just heal that Man-at-Arms again and he's gonna be chill. This actually feels very interactive. This feels way less brain dead than what a normal stress team looks like. You know, it's just stun and then Jester just go finale, you know, it's just what usually happens when you play something like the Halo Comp. This actually feels like way more fun to play with. Yeah, I feel like I'm actually having to work really hard to get my kills here, like really hard actually. Maybe a little too hard for my taste, but yeah. Okay, we have to decide who's gonna drop that Man-at-Arms down to 0. It could be the Doggy, but I'm kind of scared that he doesn't do enough damage. Yeah, I am kind of scared of that being a possibility. But I'm gonna go for it. I mean, I have plus 100% damage, right? There's no way I do 0. Yeah, there's no way I don't do 5. There's only 30 prot on that Man-at-Arms. I'm gonna do that, and now we actually have essentially a confirmed chance of killing him, unless he goes for punish on my Bounty Hunter and causes me to go afflicted. That's the only way he can save that Man-at-Arms. Other than that is if he goes for the hit on Harman and the riposte somehow crits for 24 and heals the Man-at-Arms, but in that case I just kill the Flagellant instead. That's gonna be Reign of Sorrows, another crit actually. That's gone to the Crown of Thorns is really helping him, because he hasn't gone command once. I don't feel like he's the kind of player that wants to go command with his Man-at-Arms, so having this Crown of Thorns was definitely a very good play by him. But right now we can just get the kill on that Man-at-Arms, and we will get the kill on that Man-at-Arms. So that's going to be him gone, and this Abomination can't transform anymore, so he's kind of in a rough spot, honestly. But killing him is still going to take a little more effort than, you know, than we'd like, honestly. But I could be able to do it in this very round with the 2 actions that I have left. I just have not to get not get unlucky with the affliction. So abusive, please don't kill the Harman. Okay, no act out. Oh, the mark is gone. Oh, the mark is gone. It didn't last for long enough. The mark lasted for the entire 4 rounds, and it was useful for the entire 4 rounds, but now it's finally gone. And I'm just having to impale myself on that stupid riposte. Open vein 4 to 8. Crit chance is higher on this, but the bleed could be good. Yeah, the bleed could be good. Let's do this instead. And oh, that hurts. That hurts. I wonder if he actually just goes for the absolution here. He has to kill my Bounty Hunter, honestly. When did that Grave Robber die? Like round 3? Round 2? I can't remember. I should really be keeping count. Man-at-Arms died round 5 though, so I am sure of that. Man arms died round 5, so I'm just gonna keep that here. The thing is, he doesn't have any like AoE stress move right now that is particularly very dangerous. I mean, he has V-Spile, which is very dangerous, but he's gonna go for heal, right? No, he's gonna go Manacles. He's gonna risk it for the biscuit. Does get it, but that's probably just gonna be a kill with the Liquid Slice. I have the support finisher here, and it's a 70, and we do get the kill, so going for those 70s with the Harman, I mean, the thing is, with the Halo Comp, with the Jester and the Bounty Hunter, you have a 60 with the Jester with that Turk Stab, but right now we just roll for a little more, and that Deathfall is unnecessary, he was just gonna get the kill anyway. But the thing is, right now, this might be a 3v1, but that Flagellant has 3 Exsanguinates, which is really not a good thing to look at. And my Musketeer can't mark as of right now. She can't mark that Flagellant. I mean, even if I had the mark, she can't mark position 1, so there's that. But yeah, this doesn't look good. Okay, I'm gonna click this Bounty Hunter first, just to give me some more time to think what I actually want to do here, because I am gonna have to kill that Flagellant somehow. And I'm not too sure how I'm gonna do it. I'm probably gonna push him away by the start of next round, actually, so I am gonna go for the mark first, or not? Or do I want to heal myself or something like that? Let's see. Abusive, hopeless. Okay, let's click the doggy first here. And oh, that DOT is just... That DOT is just a little much, if you ask me. Okay, I'm gonna go for this. The doggy should be able to stay alive for a bit. Should. Emphasis on should, and I'm gonna go patch up on myself, just so I'm able to heal for a bit. But yeah, this doesn't look good. This does not look good. This is gonna be way too close against this Flash. Ooh, okay, let's see. What do they go for? Reign of Sorrows, right? That's kind of the move you'd go for here. Please no crits. Okay, that's no crits, but that's gonna be bleeds on both. So the doggy is dropping back down to 0. Is he dead? Is he dead, actually? 11... I think he is. That's 8, that's 11, plus 5, that's 16 stress on the doggy. So he is dead unless I go for a heal. So I feel like I'm gonna have to be forced to go for something like that. Yeah, I have to go for a heal here, or he just dies. He might still die. No, probably not, right? Let's go for a heal. We get a crit for 14, which is really good. Is it really good? Is it really that good? It might not be, actually. Okay, let's click here. No, I'm still at 7 HP, so I'm still alive. And let's go for the mark now, and we're gonna push him back with uppercut. But there's a problem. I think she died round 3. I'm not too sure. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna check the VOD. I'm gonna check the VOD. I'm literally gonna tab out right now. I need to check the VOD really quick. This needs to be fast. This needs to be very fast.
Open
please.
vein 48.
Okay.
Crit
was it round 3?
Honestly, a really big
It was round 4.
mistake
It was round 4. It was round 4. It was round 4. I can push.
Because doggy might
I can
actually
push.
do
I can
enough
push.
damage on the
Actually, let's
Rayball.
turn off the video again.
Yeah, the doggy might.
Okay, I think she died round 4, so she should only be gone by round 9, I think. At least I think so. No, it was round 3! Oh, I saw it wrong. Oh my god. That is not good. That is definitely not good. Okay, he can go for Reign of Sorrows now and just kill me. If he doesn't get the kill though, the Musketeer might just get a crit, and we kill with the Bounty Hunter. Oh, it wasn't. It wasn't round 3. It was round. No, it was round 3. No, the death blow. Oh god, that makes it a lot worse. Okay. Do I drop down to 0? Well, I have 11. I have 11 HP, and I'm taking 11 damage. No, no, I have 11 HP and I'm taking 11 damage. Okay. Yeah, that is true, Shep. That is true. Oh, that's bad. That means I die. I don't have a winning chance anymore. Okay, no, actually I do. I do. It's very tight, but I have to heal myself. Oh no, this is lost, I think. Yeah, I take enough damage. That's gonna be the heart attack. And oh, that's gonna be another heart attack. No, okay. Well, I mean, there was no other play I could have gone for other than the uppercut. If he went to position 3, this could have actually been fine because we would have just gotten the kill. I can't believe he got the 25 death blow on the Bounty Hunter. That just ruined the match. I could have gone aimed shot into... You know, I could have gone aimed shot into just winning, but unfortunately, just that just didn't happen here. And even if I heal myself, he's just gonna get the kill at Reign of Sorrows. So yeah, I don't really see a way for me to win this. Look at that damage though, look at that absolute damage. 23 to 40 because of the abusive, right? Actually, if we get a crit... Oh, crit 52. Do I heal enough stress? No, that's not enough. Reign of Sorrows is still gonna kill me. So unfortunately, that's gonna be all she wrote for Shepherd Doggy and this bot's Mark team. So is the Mark team good? Well, it's playable. It's definitely playable. I wish I had more tools to deal with what he has. Unfortunately, I don't. I don't have kind of a way of dealing with that flatulent other than, you know, just going uppercut and all that. But yeah, that's gonna be a takedown. Though I feel like this team is actually pretty playable and I enjoyed it quite a lot. So do give it a try if you want to. If you want, you can also change out the doggy's gladiator helm for the finisher and make him the secondary finishing character instead of the Higher Man. Just give the Higher Man the monkey paw and the doggy can have Hanseri instead of, I don't know, instead of something. Instead of Hound's Rush, though Hound's Rush was really useful at killing that Grave Robber, so I'm not really sure what you'd switch out for it. But guards suck. Guards suck. It's horrible to deal with them, so maybe if I had gone for the Mark on the Man at Arms first, I would have been able to kill him a little earlier. But yeah, that's what I like about this team. There's a lot of ways of playing it. There's a lot of things you can do, a lot of plays you can go for. So I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I'll see you again another time. Cheers.